Hello, lovely beings, and welcome to another Galactic Mayan astrology report. I am Jyoti, and every 13 days I share a forecast for the Wavespell, aka 13-day process in the Dreamspell calendar. So we've just completed the yellow seed Wavespell, and at the moment I'm running an amazing online container called the Cosmic Clock, which is all about galactic Mayan calendar vibrations. And yeah, so it's a big initiation into this time code, but we're also doing a lot of work with the Galactic Federation of Light. And yeah, it's really beautiful, really powerful. So big ups to the Cosmic Clock crew. And yeah, we're going to be going to Glastonbury in March. So yeah, if you feel the pull to the heart chakra of the planet to come and get galactivated, come with. It's going to be wonderful. And yeah, at the moment I'm running an offer which is like it's just over 50 quid per month for 5 months. So even if you're on a low income, that's going to probably complete at the beginning of January sometime. I know that Christmas is tight, but 50 quid a month, it's a goer. So yeah, come with us. So we've just completed the yellow seed wave spell. Flipping heck. That was not what I expected. It was really funny. Like when I did the last report, I also do an astrological diary, and I've brought through poems for each of the archetypes. And I never usually read them on the channel, but my journal was next to me when I did the last video. And I read the poem, and yeah, the poem is basically about how the yellow seed really can plant us into the darkness. And, though the potential of the seed is like feeling into what it is we desire and how we want to live and who we fucking are, in order to sort of go on that journey, sometimes we have to be really shoved into the dark. And something that kind of obviously through the cosmic clock, we are journeying as a community together through the wave spells. And yeah, I think it became very clear that the majority of people have been struggling within the past year, really. Let's be real, fucking lifetime. But particularly at the moment, things are just, yeah, interesting. I feel like personally, it's like two very different trajectories are in existence. There is the pain body trajectory, which is amped up to fuck right now, and it's trigger central and, all that stuff. But then also the synchronistic timeline, the synchronistic reality. And this takes us quite nicely into the Red Earth wave spell, which begins on Wednesday the 11th, which is tomorrow. So the Red Earth wave spell is all about us finding the way to ourselves, essentially. Red Earth is about what the fuck it means to be a member of planet Earth. How do we exist here? What is this reality? It's like it's very existential in some ways. But the other piece of it, the kind of tagline of Red Earth is navigation through synchronicity. And this is where we've got lost. There is a path that we are invited to follow in this world. And the invitation comes through synchronicity. These meaningful encounters. You think of the person and the person rings. You're in the perfect place at the right time to bump into someone or to see something or to hear something, and that opens a thing. You find out about a really aligned event that's happening on the day, or whatever the thing is. There is a path. There is a path that we are guided toward if we allow ourselves to be guided. And that's what Red Earth really invites us to do. It's like, okay, what is in the way of us being really in our bodies? Because the earth and our bodies are not just, it's so easy for us as humans to go with like intellect is king, Thinking is king. Even when we've got conscious awareness, it's like we are the most conscious thing. Like this is the most conscious thing that can exist. And it's like nada. Red Earth shows us that it's nothing to do with that. The body is innately wise and alive. The earth is innately wise and alive. And when we're receptive, then we are invited into that flow that is harmonized with everything in existence. And this is the thing with synchronicity. Synchronicity is the unified field. Synchronicity is the unified map. You know, when we're vibrating at the right frequency, and when it's not that there's a right and a wrong, but it's like if you are surrendering to your pain body and existing in your pain body on the daily, then it's impossible to access the synchronistic field, because what you're doing in that space is you're falling out of your power. And when you've fallen out of your power, you grasp for power, and you grasp it from all the wrong fucking places. So the practice really within the Red Earth Wavespell, the invitation, the practice is for us to find the way to reconnect to our essence, to reconnect to the truth that is the big truth that bubbles underneath the surface, that's larger than the human game. You know, and this reality, the thing that is reflected everywhere in this reality is evolution, is growth, is development. And we peak and then we die. But because it's not one lifetime, it's not the lifetime of one tree, it's not the lifetime of one human. There's these overlapping life cycles all the time. And the way that evolution works, essentially, you learn your shit, you pass it on to the next gen, even through energetic transmission, and they take it further, and they take it further, and they take it further, you know? So who we are and what we're doing matters. It counts. It counts. And sometimes, yeah, we have to find the way of reconnecting to our own source. Because when we are connected to our own source, to spirit, then we are fueling ourselves, we're fueling our energy in the infinite, as opposed to in the finite. So what does it mean to navigate through synchronicity? You know, we're so obsessed with organizing things and, you know, and sometimes that's wonderful. Sometimes saying, yo, be at that place at that time and let's do some cool shit is great. But I think when it comes to figuring out what we're doing with our lives, which, oh, so many people love to melt and drown in, what if it was just about surrendering to what's there and following? You know, have a couple of people mentioned something to you? Is there something that you've researched a few times? Is there something that's just been there for ages that you've been like, oh yeah, that's still a thing. Oh yeah, that's still a thing. Follow the things that come in as coincidences. Follow the things that light you up. So Red Earth is also about our relationship with our body. And I've had a wonderfully tremendous healing journey with my body within the relationship that I'm in. I've just really been able to find peace, because for such a long amount of life, due to experiences that I had as a child, I had a very poor relationship with my body, and I would give away my body, and I did not like my body, and my body was this thing that felt really because of things that had happened to me. Whereas now my body is my fucking home. My body is mine. You know, it's like she is mine. She's my home, and I am hers. And you know, the beautiful divinity of this reality, you know, this flesh that we are is ours till we fucking die. So how at home do we feel here? And yeah, we can support each other with that, you know, like I'm saying, for me, the initiation has come through relationship, like the love of another has supported me to love myself. And that is such a huge part of the process. But in order to get to that space, we've got to love ourselves enough first, you know? Or then we'll endlessly sabotage. So, really, what we're talking about in Red Earth is self love. Self love, not self discipline, not I should be like this. Self love, care, gentleness, connection, quietness, listening. And through that place, because you know, the receptor of synchronicity is the body. It's the body. You know, we don't plan synchronicity, we don't think it happens. We're receptive to it. We are receptive beings. We are creatures, for fuck's sake. We're all on the day that humans realize that they are fucking creatures. I know that we know it on one level. But to return to that and to fucking respect that, this is the thing. We don't respect the creature aspect of who we are. The only thing that we respect here is fucking intellect, is mind. And that is toxic as fuck. And this is, you know, where the feminine got outcast. Because it's not fucking mind, is it? So the invitation within this wave spell is to find your peace. Find your peace, fill your cup. And from there, then we can connect to each other. From there, then we can be in these beautiful moments in community. But if we're not in deep connection with ourselves, all we can do is take. And we're not here to take. If we're not giving to ourselves, we have to take. And it's not about taking. Like taking and receiving are two very different things. So the invitation for the 13 days of Red Earth is about your relationship with your body in terms of how do you listen to your body? How do you make space for her? What do you need to do to take care of her? How can you demonstrate to her that she can depend on you to be her caretaker? And then also feeling into what has synchronicity been showing me recently? What's reflected in my reality? And sometimes that's the bitter shit that we don't want to swallow. Sometimes synchronicity is a bitch slap. Fucking hell, loads of people have like pointed that thing out, or oh God, there's all these people around me that are experiencing or transmitting this certain energy and it's making me feel really weird. Oh fuck, that's because it's in me. Oh, whatever it is, like what is going on? But then also what lights you up? You know, what's been reflected, what's been invited, what have you stumbled into, what's been gnawing? You know, what is it? Follow it, follow the synchronicity, follow the synchronicity, follow the synchronicity. You know, and I think this is something that we learned early on in the past, but the reality is, in the same way as the manifestation script, you know, we've got to be doing the shadow work daily. If things are heavy, you're not meant to feel heavy all the time. That is the truth. The truth is that you are not meant to feel heavy all the time. And if you are feeling heavy all the time, you are being invited to fucking go through a gateway and end that story. Complete it. Complete the cycle. End it. Release it. Release yourself from it. Detangle your identity from it. This wave spell is about empowerment, integrity, and that innate creature instinct. We know what is right for us. We know who we're meant to be around. We know. But then sometimes there are things that we also have to do. We are not a victim in this reality. We've beamed into this reality exactly as it is because we wanted to fucking grow. So yeah, sometimes we've got to pull our socks up and we've got to fucking show up. It's part of the journey. Part of the journey here. What does the earth need from you? What does your body need from you? How can you lean out of mind and into body? How can you lean out of mind and into body? And what the fuck does your life look like when you move out of your mind, out of the whirling, swirling, anxious, fearful, depressed, out of all that shit and into the body of like, oh, maybe your body's feeling a bit clunky. Maybe it's not been, what's the word that I'm looking for? Oiled. I just kept seeing the Tin Man. Maybe it's not been oiled in a while. So fucking oil it. Don't then go back into your head and be like, oh, my body. No, oil the fucker. Get back in that body. Listen to the body. Follow the body. Dance. Connect. Be on the land. Hear the land. Remember what it is to be the insignificant human in the landscape. And have a beautiful, wonderful Wavespell. I will see you on the other side, babes. It's gonna be well special. Oh wait, I'm just thinking, does this take us to Christmas? I don't need to wish. No, I don't need to wish you Merry Christmas yet. That'll come. Not that I fucking believe in any of that shit anyway, but it's like it's courteous, isn't it? My autism does not do courtesy. But I will say it at the time when I have to say it, but I don't have to say it yet. But enjoy the run up to the fucking madness. May we all free ourselves from that spell sometime soon.